Morning, Pauline. Yeah, I just want to, first of all, thank you for your time and for joining us today. So I would like to start off by just asking you just to give us an introduction of yourself, just your name, surname, age, a bit of what you do, and about your family life.
Okay, I'm Pauline Legodi, okay, and I'm 53 years old, and I work as an HR director for a logistics company. So I've been in HR for more than 20 years now. Started working as a social worker, then changed careers, and yeah, but I'm a HR director now, and I enjoy doing what I do. I'm a mom of 3 and a grandmother of 3.
Oh, you are so
So
blessed.
yeah, so I have 2 sons and a daughter. My first son is 29 years old. The second one, 23, and my daughter is 20. But I also have the other kids, my husband's kids, 2 of them. One son is 24 and the other one is 20.
Oh, so you're a nice big family. Wow. Yeah, that's a
Yes, yes,
blessing.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
nice, Pauline. Okay, perfect. Okay, Pauline. Yeah, we're going to go straight into the more serious questions now. Yeah, so please take us back to that day of your diagnosis. What led up to it?
So I've been very consistent in doing my mammograms, okay? But not only mammogram, I'm someone who really look after health. So health for me is very, very important. I do my pap smear, I do my mammograms, I do all that. So maybe let me take a few years back, in 2019, okay, in 2019, I did a mammogram. And in 2019, they said to me, there's something, maybe a lump, but nothing serious, very small, nothing to worry about. Breasts always have a lump, okay? So that was 2019. 2020, I did not do the mammogram because of the lockdown and all that. I didn't do that, but I did do my pap smear. Then in 2021, the usual me goes for for the mammogram, and fortunately, I found the very same. I got to see they called the doctor that had seen me in 2019. Okay, so did the mammogram. Then they said, no, there's something here. It looks like it has grown a little bit bigger, but almost the same size, but the shape has changed, okay? Shape has changed. Can they do a biopsy? What am I doing? Can I come back or should they do immediately? I said, no, do it immediately. So I had to cancel all the appointments for the afternoon. Then they did the biopsy. Okay, so I had 2 doctors there looking at it. Yeah, it's small, they couldn't really find it, struggled, but they did the biopsy. Okay, then the following week, I think it was on the 14th of September, then I get a call from the gynecologist, okay, who referred me for mammogram. They say, okay, the doctor wants to see you this afternoon. So I knew. I knew there was something wrong. I knew there was something wrong. So I went to see the doctor. Then when I got there, then he told me, unfortunately, the biopsy has confirmed that I do have breast cancer on my right breast.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. And what went through your head, Pauline? What were you thinking when you heard those words?
It was, I think it was a shock. It was a shock, much as when going there, that probability was still there, that I knew it was possible, but when it actually happened, it was a shock. So, okay, they told me and they said they've made appointment for me with another doctor, a surgeon. I must go see the surgeon the following day. So I went, then I left and I went to sit in the coffee shop.
Okay.
And I had to take it in. I really had to take this in. And I sat there, I had coffee, thinking about it. And, I think what has always helped me has been my faith. I think my faith is so strong that, it really took me out of the pit most of the time.
Okay.
So I wanted to cry, but I didn't cry. I wanted to cry, and I said to myself, why are you crying? You'll go through this like you have gone through many other things in your life. Okay. Then I thought, okay, fine, gathered myself and left.
Okay.
Then I had to tell the family, and yeah.
Yeah, which is also hard, eh? That they take it also.
Yes.
A bit hard.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay.
mm.
Okay. And Pauline, I wanted to ask you, do you have a family history of cancer?
This is so interesting. We have, but not of breast cancer. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So my brother, from my mom, we are three. I've got two brothers. I'm the youngest. So the middle brother passed away in 2017, had cancer of the esophagus. Okay. My other uncles also had cancer of the esophagus. Okay. So we never, that were the only things that we had. And you know what, Leandi, quite bizarre is that last month my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Goodness. Oh, I'm sorry.
At the
Wow.
age of 83.
83. Wow. Wow. Goodness. Okay. All right. Is she all right? And what
Yeah,
process?
she is fine.
Okay.
She is fine. It's still early stages. They said I went with her to the doctor last week. Still stage 2, still doing some tests. Yeah, but at that age they have to remove their breast.
Okay. Okay. All right. Shame. All the best
So I don't know
there,
how
Pauline.
it works, because you would
Yeah.
expect her to have it before my
First,
son.
yeah.
I don't know.
Now you were the first one. Yeah. It
Mm,
usually does, happen other way around. Yeah, I understand.
mm,
Okay.
mm,
Okay, Pauline.
mm.
So, Shame, let's get back to you. Okay, so you found out now you have cancer. What was now your treatment plan?
Okay. So I went to the surgeon, the appointment that was scheduled the following day. Then I went to see the surgeon. He explained to me what's gonna happen, and it was sort of a rush kind of thing, I must admit. He gave me options, he told me about the mastectomy. He told me about saving the breast and, doing reconstruction and the like. And then we left, and he made an appointment for me with an oncologist. Okay. So in that afternoon, because I had to move my appointments, I spoke to my boss. Okay. I told my boss, this is what I've, bad news that I'm here, this is what I'm dealing with. Then he referred me to Breast Care Center in Mill Park with Professor Ben. For me, that was the best decision. Okay. Then we could manage to get a appointment within 2 days, and went to see her. And she took us through breast cancer. She educated us about it, and there was such a relief of some sort after having seen her. Then they gave us material on what to read, and she said, don't rush. Go home, read the material, go and do a scan, and then come back after 2 weeks. So for me, I think that really, really helped. Then I did that. I went back to see her. Then we spoke about the treatment plan. Then I had an appointment with the surgeon, reconstruction surgeon, and then we had to make an appointment for the surgery. I said, no, I had planned to go on holiday in October. I said, no way, I must still go on my holiday. I'll come back.
Okay, yes.
and do all these things after my holiday. So I went to Cape Town, then came back.
Okay.
And yeah, I went for surgery on the 14th of October.
Okay. And what did they need to do, Pauline? What surgery, what was the surgery? What did you decide on?
So with me, again, it was not in an advanced stage as well. So they could save the breast and, excuse me, and that's what they usually recommend. So they could save the breast. So they just had to remove the cancer out of that, and then they did the reconstruction of the other breast as well.
Okay.
So it went well, I must say. It really went well.
That's good. That's very good. All right. And now, after surgery, after you healed, what further treatment did you need?
Okay. Then I went for radiation. So I did radiation. How many weeks were they? I think 15 weeks. So I had to go for radiation. Was it 15? No. It does not. I can't remember the period of radiation.
Okay.
But I had to go 3 times a week.
Okay.
So
you didn't
I went
receive
Monday.
it every day?
No, it wasn't every day.
Oh, all right. Okay.
No. It was every day. Sorry. It was every day. It was radiation every single day. It was, how can I forget that torture?
Okay.
Oh, how can I forget that torture? It was every single day. Then I completed it, but while I was busy with radiation, they conducted a test on whether I would need chemotherapy or not. Okay. So when the test came back, they said, I won't need the chemotherapy. And then when I completed radiation in December, I think the 3rd week of December, then what happened is that then in January, they put me on the hormone blocker tablet.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you've been.
Then I had challenges with it, but it's life. It is what it is.
Okay. All right. But your body's now sort of used to it?
Yeah, it's sort of used to it now. They had to change the tablet. I changed the tablet when was it? In March. Okay. So I had it from January. I had it for 2 months, and the side effects, were not. I wasn't happy, So one of the worst things was the issue of weight for me, it was the weight, and unfortunately or fortunately for me, I'm somebody who really watches weight a lot. So the fact that I was gaining weight uncontrollably was an issue for me, So I changed the tablet in March, but the one that I'm on now really helped. Although that I had to take some drastic changes, to actually go back to my weight, but yeah. Okay. But I'm happy now with it.
Okay, no, that's good to hear, Pauline. Well done. Because it's not always easy, right? But well done. All right, Pauline. And I would like now to ask you about your experience with Platinum Life. How was your claims process and afterwards?
Sure. My claim process was smooth. It was honestly smooth from day one. When I sent communication, I called and received the forms, had to send all the forms to the doctors for completion. When I resent the forms back to Platinum Life, I was kept up to date, and I really appreciated it. The claim was paid out, and the aftercare, if I may call it that way, the aftercare from yourselves, has been amazing, amazing. Seeing the gifts and everything has been super, super. Really, it's been amazing. You know, it really, when you're dealing with so much in your life, you know, things like that, you know, the care, the love, you know, it means a lot, means a lot. At least, you know, it dilutes the negativity that surrounds you every day. So for me, it was good. It was really, really good.
So happy to hear that.
Mm.
Okay,
And I
Pauline.
really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
It's such a big pleasure. It's only truly a pleasure, Pauline. And
Mm.
I wanted to ask you now, you know, with the payout, um, I know there are so many costs involved when you get diagnosed with cancer. So, did you have a good medical aid? Could they assist you, or you know, how did the money help from Platinum Life?
Okay. So I have a good medical aid. My plan that I'm on paid almost everything, you know. So it's not a lot of accounts that I really had to pay, you know, in addition, because you know that you know, like, you know, the specialists pay charge more than what the medical aid pays. That I had to, it helped me with that a lot. It really helped me with those that gap that I had. And for me, yeah, it really helped a lot. And some of them I have put away, you know, because this is a journey as well. So this is a journey for me. Mm.
Yes, yes. Okay, Pauline. And now just
Mm.
lastly, Pauline, what advice would you have for other people out there, you know, who would think cancer won't happen to me?
You know, I've seen it can happen to anyone. You know, for me, I had even forgotten about my brother had it. You know, but because no one had had it, I had breast cancer in my family. It can happen to anyone, and I remember how I got to take Platinum Life. It was a recommendation by someone. I don't think she even remembers this lady. And what attracted me to it was not the cover only, because I don't think at the time I thought I would really get cancer, but that there are other things that you get involved in as well, helping people. So for me, it was like, let me make a contribution so that you can help other people, not necessarily myself. I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense, you know.
Yes,
It
yeah,
was like, you know what, sure, people go through a lot. I mean, this amount is not much out of my pocket, you know. I mean, that you can actually have lunch and that money is finished, you know. So I thought, you know, let me put it for a worthy cause. And for me, it was not for me. It was like, let me help these
help
people do
others.
the good to other
Okay,
people.
wow.
Hmm.
And then you needed it yourself, right?
Yes, you know,
Sure.
so yeah,
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much for your time, Pauline. I really and truly appreciate it.